What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and today I have for you DOGIRA DeFi Gaming. So DOGIRA Gaming Studios. Now, this has been the most labor-intensive, research-heavy project that I've ever looked into, but it's been extremely rewarding because I learned a lot about a project that we don't usually cover on this channel. This is the first, and I believe the first of many to come on here because they want to be a game changer in the blockchain world when it comes to gaming and decentralized finance and gaming. So I'm pretty excited to cover this for you guys, but this is a promotional video. I am partnering with the dev team to bring this news to you. None of this is financial advice, but you guys, this project, I mean, I can't tell the future, but with the things they're doing, with the development team they have, the veterans they have on this development team, and I'll get into that right now. I have huge expectations for this project, and I think it'll deliver on every level. And real quick, what I want to throw in here real quick is the attention to detail on their website. I mean, how often do we get these websites on tokens or projects we look at that are just bad, right? It looks like they don't put a lot of effort into them, but you can tell at this website, top to bottom, the effort is insane, right? And if you even go to their white paper, look at all the extra art you have in between pages on the white paper. They didn't need to do any of this, you know what I mean? They did it because they care. And you know who we have to thank for this? We have to thank Miss Mary on the team, Mabarina. So I was watching one of the interviews, and apparently, you know, a lot of people ask about the artwork, and of course they have her to thank for that. And I guess she kind of tailored it to Mr. Hayes, the lead developer, you know, project lead, his style. So really cool to see him paying attention to detail. All the buttons work, they're nice, they look fun, kind of 3D interactive. All the icons look great, and of course the artwork is fantastic. All right, so right from the website, gaming doesn't need to catch up to the blockchain needs to catch up to gaming. DOGIRA has been developed as a gold standard gaming token, allowing holders exposure to a fledgling gaming studio and DeFi platform, without the risk of trading against an inflationary supply or needing to examine complex in-game economics. Headed by industry veterans, DOGIRA is joined in collaboration with an all-star lineup featuring Chainlink Labs, Blockchain Game Alliance, and ApeSwap. So in a big old nutshell, DOGIRA wants to be an ecosystem for game. They're flexible in the sense that all the games developed, like one from a studio or an indie project or something like small, could have a cryptocurrency launched specifically for that game, because each play to earn system is really different. Some may not even want play to earn. Some would just want NFTs, skins, like those sorts of things. They really want to integrate the blockchain tech as a whole into gaming, not just cryptocurrencies. So like an MMORPG would benefit differently than like a fighting game when it comes to cryptocurrencies and NFTs, right? So for like an MMORPG, like a World of Warcraft or something like that, like you might be able to benefit more from the cryptocurrency aspect and the NFT aspect, right? But maybe like a fighting game, you know, like a Street Fighter or something like that, right? Wouldn't really benefit from the cryptocurrency side, but maybe the NFT side with like different playable characters and stuff like that. So it kind of really depends on the game. So DOGIRA is the gold standard because the first couple of games released, right, would be, of course, in DOGIRA, right? The currency would be DOGIRA, but then you'd be able to transition out of that. So in a sense, you have like a free market. Stake DOGIRA or LP DOGIRA for other tokens. So the value is really kind of based on the holders within the ecosystem and really anybody from the outside. You really want to have a low barrier to entry and really no barriers at all. So before I get into the price action and the mission statement, I'm going to show you a bunch of little clips I made of an interview the lead developer Mr. Hayes had on Crypto Wendy Show. And I'll put the full length video in the description down below. So you can check that out if you want to check out her channel and her videos. It's really awesome. And she has some good interviews. And I think this is one of her better interviews.
As you said, I was one of the original crypto developers back in the space. It was the first developer, a core developer on Dogecoin after Billy and Jackson were working on it. There's a lot of games that are coming out which are claiming that, you know, it's blockchain native and stuff like that. But what it actually is a lot closer to the type of blockchain you would have used way back in the day, that everything is on a central server. And when you try to cash out, then it suddenly goes, okay, well, you have, you know, 10 million coins. So I'm just going to transfer you 10 million coins, which would work really well if it wasn't for the fact that decentralization is really what's saving cryptocurrency at the moment, that allow you to actually own what you have in game. One of the things we touched on in our white paper was that there's always been a gray market and a black market for buying gold in gaming, stuff like that. And gold farming is one of the kind of oldest professions going back in, you know, gray market gaming. I have always had this very strong opinion that you would get rid of that market with simple regulation. If players are actually allowed to do that themselves and they're allowed to, you know, trade things for other tokens or for real money for all the world, you will cut the people that are doing this by undercutting you out of the game entirely.
And if you watch that video in its entirety, and I recommend you definitely should, you really get to see the personality of the developer. You get to see his goals, his missions, his values, the things he's been through, and the things he's done, the big projects he's been a part of, and the things he wants to work on for DOGIRA. I think that's very important. And now check this out. This was a press release 4 months ago, right? This was on AMB Crypto, but more recently, they just had a Yahoo Finance article come out about him. DOGIRA seeks to redefine blockchain gaming. And I'll go ahead and put links to all this in the description down below. You really got to read this. It really shows a lot what I'm talking about here, but it's cool to see a project like this really in the limelight. Yahoo Finance is probably one of the biggest kind of media sources for cryptocurrencies and just finance in general. So back to the website and let's check some price action out. All right, so we're over on Dex Guru, not Dex Tools. Same like little layout with the graphs and charts, so not too hard to read. Liquidity's over here. You got the trading volume right here. Look at the price action right here. I like bigger numbers. To me, that's more appealing than actual seeing a lot of zeros, so I like that. And then right here, what's really amazing to me right here is you see the price action on the launch, right? Okay, great. But then we see a lot of sideways trading and consolidation over here. What this means to me is that a lot of people who bought in held, right? There's not a lot of whales and those sorts of things right now in this coin, right? And then a huge spike obviously over here because I had a lot of new things that they're talking about and launching and whatnot, right? And so we're seeing the same trend right here form that was over here, right? Same, almost exactly, right? And so I think we're going to see more sideways trading for a while until this thing hits the actual mainstream media, right? Which is starting to do. It just hit Yahoo Finance. Insane. And this long, pattern of consolidation is, 2 months apart, right? 2-3 months apart. Well, right here, I don't think it's going to be that long. I think it's going to be another spike very soon because of the fact that this is a solid project with real world case use, trying to solve a problem in a space that already exists, right? That's already going strong. So very, very promising for this token. So I'm really starting to dig the Polygon network actually a little bit. The more research I've done on this project, the more I really start to appreciate Polygon, because usually Uniswap, the whole network with Ethereum, it's kind of a pain in the butt. And a lot of us complain about those fees. And Polygon network, man, when you're on there, the fees are not nearly as much as, Uniswap and the Ethereum network. So I'm kind of liking it a lot. So of course you could buy this on QuickSwap, Polycat, ApeSwap. All the links are down here for you to click. Really, really easy. They have video tutorials. And let me go ahead and show you their YouTube channel because they have a ton of videos for you to check out. So this is their YouTube where they have hours and hours of AMAs. So pretty much answering questions from anybody in the crowd, right? Being super transparent and very detailed on their plans, their goals, their mission, their values, and those sorts of things, and really keeping the community updated on what they're doing. And I love this because this is the biggest transparency. So I'm just going to go ahead and subscribe right now. 337 subscribers. That's going to blow up, guys. In my opinion, this project, this blockchain project, is definitely undervalued, underrated, and I think it's only a matter of time until they actually blow up. And of course, you can click these buttons to get to the YouTube. I mean, you could just type it in on YouTube, but whatever floats your boat. And DOGIRA Finance, stake and yield farming. So this is the little portals for that. So DOGIRA Finance is scheduled to launch in early November 2021. It's early November 2021 right now, granting immediate access to incentivized liquidity pools, DOGIRA single staking, NFT lotteries, and more. While you're waiting, check out our partners, DOGIRA staking pools. So you can check these all out. The links work. I checked them out. That's cool to see links working because sometimes links do not work in these websites. Now, let's check out their team because we all love Docs developers, right? So their project lead is Mr. Hayes. I'm not going to go in specifically, but he's the one who worked on Dogecoin and had his hands in other games, right? We have Mr. Gooding, who's in charge of operations. Got to have a logistics guy, right? Mr. Skylar Ramsey, who I've been speaking with pretty much all morning and all day yesterday. Very professional, and he's your marketing person, which you got to have a marketing person, right? A lot of the pool for development in the game it's like on par with marketing. You got to have the same amount of money going into both because you got to get the word out, right? We have the art and design. Mary, of course, we talked about her earlier, killing the art. And then we have Mr. McDougall. He's the press guy. So this is their team. It's cool that they have these cool little personalized things right here. You can have their Twitter, their Instagram, their LinkedIn. That's very, very cool to be able to have the ultimate transparency, because this pretty much shows like, hey, we ain't going nowhere. This is our social media. This is us. So if you have a actual problem with them, you can just hit them up through there, right? Discord, Twitter, Telegram, Reddit, all that stuff works. Gotta be on Reddit, guys. I'm telling you, a lot of community tokens and projects, they're not exactly a community token, but a lot of projects don't have an actual Reddit going for them. And look at this. This Reddit already looks good, right? 1.6K members. So I suggest if you're interested in this project, join the Reddit, get in on here, and the community here will definitely keep you up to date and up to speed on a lot of things. So now let's just check out the mission statement on their white paper. Gaming doesn't need to catch up with the blockchain. The blockchain needs to catch up with gaming. Experiences should never be built as blockchain first. Rather, they should be built to stand on their own merits while being complemented by the advancements that the modern day blockchain can deliver. While blockchain technology has begun to mature, we firmly believe this revolution is still in its infancy. Even with advancements allowing for thousands of transfers per second, the mainstream arrival of NFTs, and the popularization of cryptocurrency. Led by industry veterans, DOGIRA aims to be at the forefront of the technological innovation that the blockchain 2.0 plus revolution will deliver to the gaming and NFT industries. So we'll end it on token distribution. So we have 77% in circulation, 10% staking pool, 8% for team marketing and development, and then 5% pooled across Polygon and ERC20 networks. Now, the more I study the Polygon network, the more I kind of like it, right? Now, all the like other popular tokens and stuff like that, in tokens that we're traditionally like used to talking about on this channel or just in general, or on the Ethereum network, no one likes Ethereum. You know, it's like the biggest right now, but it's begging for someone to come in and just take everything they have, right? Because the fees are so ridiculously high, right? It feels like it really can't handle a lot of transactions, although it can. But some of the transactions fail. We still have to pay those fees. It's just super annoying. So it says right here, with theoretical speeds of up to 7,000 transactions per second and gas costs coming out of fractional levels compared to Ethereum, right? Fractional levels. We have opted to target Polygon's layer 2 rollup as our network of choice for game developments under the DOGIRA banner. So that's really, really awesome that they want to do that. However, with specific titles and their respective tokens, with exclusive launch on Polygon, DOGIRA will instead have a shared home across Polygon and Ethereum via bridging. So that's cool, right? Ensuring that ease of access and swapping between popular ERC20 based tokens remains fully possible for all traders now and in the future. So that's good they want to do that because it makes their whole system more accessible to people that want to be on their platform. So of course I can go through this entire white paper going over every single tiny detail, but the white paper is here for you guys to read. I wanted to explain it as best as I could in a 10-minute period. But look at all this beautiful art. I'm just still stuck on this art. Insane, right? It's cool that they add these cool little thingies in between all the reading because the readings work, right? And the artwork is like really nice, right? So yeah, check it out if you'd like to check it out. I know some of you out there really love to dig into the weeds, so feel free to dig into the weeds because you have a lot of weeds to dig for them. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. This is a very, very exciting project. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to just be a part of this right now and just see what's going on. And I'm really excited to have done this video and learned a lot because I spent hours just researching on this and trying to figure this out and really understand the concept because the concept was completely new to me. I'm not too familiar with gaming and blockchains and those sorts of things and how that really works in the gaming kind of space. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think about this project? Are you going to invest in it? I'm curious to hear why or why not, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.